Located along the western side of the Continental Divide, just north of Steamboat Springs, lies Hunting Unit 5. Spread over 191,000 acres, this unit has a large elk concentration along with mule deer and antelope. Calculated at 61% public land, there are not as many access points as other units due to the high percentage of private land ownership. Of the 58 miles of trails, there are only 5 trailheads present. For those interested in hunting Unit 5, some pre-planning and map studying will prove to be beneficial ahead of your hunt. The mule deer in this unit are oftentimes covered and shaded in the thick forest. This can make spotting them from afar very cumbersome. Hunting near a bedding area, food, or water source can put you in the best position for a perfect shot at a mule deer. Plan your trip around the migratory patterns of the mule deer. The weather has the biggest influence on what your plan of action will be. Stick to the higher grounds during the early season and descend to the lower elevations as it gets cold. Oftentimes, this will dictate whether you would be better off hunting public land or paying to access and hunt the private. Mule deer quality in this unit averages anywhere between 140 and 160 inches, with the occasional 180-inch plus buck. The buck-to-doe ratio is currently 34 bucks to 100 doe. Unit 5 is home to a very large elk herd that roams the area. This particular unit offers the best juxtaposition of habitat for these elk so that they do not wander too far from home. It offers them food, water, cover, and space, which are the 4 elements for elk survival. When planning your hunt, try to find an area that offers all 4 of the mentioned elements within a close proximity to each other. The average quality of elk in Unit 5 varies anywhere between 250 inches to 280 inches, with the potential of a 300-inch bull. The current bull-to-cow ratio is 19 to 100. While antelope hunting may not be one of the unit's strong suits, there has been success during the muzzleloader season. Along with this success, private ranches have provided a good hunting ground for determined hunters. Scouting some open space away from the dense forest, such as on the eastern side of the unit, will be a good starting point while planning an antelope hunting trip in Unit 5. Scouting some open space away from the dense forest, such as on the eastern side of the unit, will be a good starting point when planning an antelope hunting trip in Unit 5. The average quality is 70 inches to 75 inches. The buck-to-doe ratio is 39 to 100 does. Predominantly a mountainous area, Unit 5 can be physically demanding to a degree. That being said, there are several meadows and lower-lying areas that offer a reprieve from the difficult climbs. The high altitudes can take a large toll on hunters that are not used to exerting themselves at a greater elevation. The majority of the landscape in Unit 5 is forested at higher elevations, providing a backdrop of evergreen firs, spruces, and pines. The lower elevated forest is populated with oak brush, pinyon pines, and junipers, which are all favored by elk to provide cover. The open areas are inhabited by grassy ground cover and sage that are grazed on by mule deer and the occasional elk. The rivers and streams provide this unit with proper hydration to sustain a life for a variety of plants and trees and animals. The rivers and streams provide this unit with proper hydration to sustain a life for a variety of animals, plants, and trees. Unit 5's network of county and forest roads allow good access to its hunting areas. The labyrinth of 58 miles of trails with 5 trailhead access points provides entry into the inner forest. Rain and snow can soften the dirt road, so a 4-wheel drive vehicle is advisable.